Hey, it's your High Priestess Lady Lisa from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I am back real quick as I am getting ready to jump in the shower and do my cleansing bath before my reading. But I forgot something on my last video that I wanted to make very clear very quickly. Um, I am helping a person, and I've helped several people with this. There is 100% difference between a spirit and a ghost, okay? When we pass over to the other side, just like we have free will and free choice in this world, okay? When we pass onto the other side, we are just energy. We are using this body. It is loaned to us, okay? It's borrowed. So when we pass over to the other side, we have free will and we have free choice to pick the light or to pick the dark, okay? And what I can relate when I'm getting ready to tell you too is the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze. Well, that came from real experience and a real psychic, okay? And it's one of the best movies that has ever been made that can self-explanatory how it works on the other side, besides when those black things come up from the ground and took the bad people. That's not true. So when you pass over, you get to pick the light and you get to pick the dark, okay? But the dark is considered staying here in the physical world as energy. And that's how we get hauntings. That will be a ghost, okay? That's when stuff starts to shuffle around the house. You can't sleep right at night. Things get thrown across the room. You got to be real careful deciphering whether it's a spirit, a loved one who's passed over and picked the light, and they're just trying to give you signs that they're around because they have direction for you to go, or they have something to tell you, or they're trying to lead you to me or another witch or another psychic so they can actually speak to you. Or is it a ghost that is haunting your home? Okay, and you should be able to tell the difference because, like I said, a haunting comes from someone who was not content with their life here in the physical world, or was not ready to go, or was not okay with the way they went. So they did not choose the light. They chose to stay here in the world. And that's where you get the bumps in the night and the cold spots and things jumping off the wall and things going boom and breaking, and you can't sleep at night and you're being terrorized and all that kind of stuff. So there really is a difference between a spirit and a ghost, just like there's a difference between a mortician and an undertaker. There's a difference between a janitor and I forget the other word, but you know what I mean. Did you ever see the Twix commercial where they're like, you got the two spirit, with the spirit and the ghost in the funeral parlor, and then you got the janitor and the mortician, and they're like, well, saying that the two, I don't know, the two Twix are the same is like saying that me, the spirit, and you, the ghost, are the same. That can't be possible. Two Twix are the same thing. There's not a left, there's not a right. They're the same candy, the same bar, the same way. So basically, that tells you all in itself. If you just open your eyes and open your mind, there's things all around the world that are telling you all the real kinds of things. But let's take it down to a serious note really quick, okay? I have cleansed several homes in my lifetime as being a witch and a practitioner in knowing how to cleanse homes properly and hypnotize people. And my husband has been there for each and every one of them. And one I did in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And without saying any names, I can tell you that the husband was possessed. Okay, he had become possessed because the wife liked to go to secondhand stores and buy a lot of stuff. The house was infested. Okay, that opened a portal, and all the wrong ghosts came. Well, no, there's not really any good ghosts out there. So the portal was open and there was a flood that came through, and he was possessed because possession is very easy. There's only three types to possession, 3 steps to possession. And it took me 3 times of putting him under hypnosis. Okay. The second time that I put him under, he did announce that he was the devil. This is a true story. I couldn't make this up if I tried. And then by the third hypnosis, because he was starting to have seizures due to making this entity leave him, we had to take breaks. It was a very long, draining process, okay? Then me, the mother, and the daughter, because she was gifted as well, she met us there. We went into the room where the portal was, the bedroom, and we sat on the bed, and we had not like a seance, but we invoked the spirits to protect us, and then we invoked the demonic the demonic entities to come forth and present themselves and show themselves. And during that time, the energy was so high, and it was so bad that I wound up having like 3 back-to-back seizures. And thankfully my husband was there, and he came rushing in the room, and he got me back up and got me out of them, and I took a break, and I took my meds, and I calmed down, and I was able to finish the house cleansing. I told them what to get rid of. I told them to burn the stuff. I told them to get rid of it and never bring it back into the home in any way, shape, or form. And we started from the front to the back. We've cleansed the house, and I left stuff with them to continuously do and show them how to do it, and they never had a problem since. If you indeed believe that your home is haunted, never take that lightly. Okay, do not take that lightly. Don't take it as, well, I'm gifted, and because I know it's haunted, they will not harm me, because they can. They are energy. If we can move a cup here in the physical world, it's not our actual finger that's moving the cup. It's the energy that moves the cup. Therefore, when we pass over, whether we choose the light or the dark, it's our energy. So they can push and move things too. And if they can do that, they can harm you. They can push you down the steps. They can alter your mind to do things to harm yourself. They can harm your loved ones. And I've seen it done. Okay? Do not take that lightly, and do not let that get out of hand, especially if there's children involved, because I've worked with a child, I will not say her name, beautiful, lovely, lovely little girl. Her name began with the letter J, and she was from Africa, and the reading was more about her and Pancho. And what was going on was Pancho, she named him Pancho, was an entity, not a loved one who has passed, and was presenting himself to her at night like he was his friend. And he was hiding stuff on her that she was not able to find. So she showed me one of her teddy bears that he hid, that she eventually found. And I said to her, you're not scared of Pancho, are you? And she said, no, teacher, no. They call me teacher. She was like, no, teacher, no, I'm not afraid of Pancho. He just hides my things, and it gets on my nerves. And I was like, okay. And I went back to the grandmother. We were doing FaceTime, and I told the grandmother, we need to get this house cleansed and get rid of Pancho quickly before Pancho possesses Jay, and then it's going to be extremely difficult to do anything and everything about it. Okay, so we're working on that. And then another story real quick is children are drawn to me. Children and animals just come right up to me like they've known me forever, because they know that I see the spirits and the ghosts, and that I talk to them as well, so they feel comfortable with me. So I'll give you a story one night, and sometimes I wish my husband was here, because he doesn't lie. He gets spooked, but he won't lie. So we're sitting downstairs, and his mother come over, and she brought some of the grandchildren with her grandchildren, and for his safety and his family's safety, I will not say his name, okay? But he is 6 years old, and his ghostly friend is named Jesus, okay? He is not Christian. He is not Catholic. He does not go to church. He is of another nationality. I believe Jamaican, okay? Nigerian or Jamaican. Sweet little boy. Oh, he's so sweet. So I start talking to him, and I called him over, and I said, come here. And he came over, and I said, your friend Jesus. I said, what's going on with him? And he said, well, I love Jesus. And, he goes to school with me and he plays darts with me and a couple things with me. But then he makes me mad because when I go to sleep and I'll be falling asleep and I'll be comfortable, he comes over and he pulls the sheets and blankets off me. And then I can't go back to sleep because he always wants to play games at night. And my husband's looking like... So I said to my husband, don't ask him any questions about Jesus because he's not going to answer you. He doesn't trust you. So I continued to talk to him. So I said to him, because his family doesn't believe in this type of stuff. And for the protection of him, I did protection spells. And I told him, I said, ignore Jesus for now on, okay? And if Jesus tells you to do things that your mother and father would not permit you to do, like turning on the stove or trying to cook or plugging in stuff that you know not to plug in, or anything that your mommy and daddy would not approve of, do not do it. Go tell your mommy and daddy first and try to ignore Jesus. So after the long talk with him, I had a long talk with my husband, and I said, babe, I think it's important that we go to the mother and father and let them know what he's experiencing, because it is real, for the safety of him and his 2-year-old brother, and the safety of the home as well, because once they start to present themselves that way to the children or to the adult, it's only a matter of time before someone gets possessed or multiple people get possessed and the house is unlivable and you can't move and you're in a very, very, very dark place. So please take it seriously. Do not take it lightly. And please seek out someone like me or someone who has done this and has practice in it and is very successful at it. And before you have them come out, do maybe a 3-card pull. Make sure that you're zoning in, and what point has it got to? Where did it come from? Has it always been there? Is it following a certain person? Did it come in from a picture? I can tell you, last week, I'll say no names again for the privacy and confidentiality and the respect of the client. She texted me and said that her mother recently has been experiencing an energy at the end of the bed at nighttime, to the point where the mother will not take the covers off her head because she feels fearful. And I keep all evidence. I keep all texts. I keep all videos, so that if anybody ever says that I am lying, I can show proof that I don't lie and I don't make stuff up. So this is all strictly through text. Mind you, I've never seen the upstairs of this client's home, okay? So I said, okay, by the energy that I'm pulling through a text message, I can tell you that this thing has came in through a picture, and it's attached to your mother. The kids are not afraid of it. They talk to it often because they are gifted. Her children are gifted, but it's attached to the mother because it's feeding off the mother's fear. So she said, well, what's the picture look like and where's it located? And I have that on text. So I told her exactly what the picture looked like. I said, the picture looks like an artist drew it. It's in a wooden frame, it's in glass, and it's right by her bedroom on the wall. This is all through text. So she sends me a picture. She's got 3 pictures on the wall, okay? The one that I described was a flower right by the bedroom, looked like an artist painted, except that it wasn't in glass. But when I seen it in my head, it was in glass, because originally it came in glass, but the glass had been broken. So I circled the picture. There it was, right next to the bedroom. The other 2 paintings did not look like an artist painted it, but this one did. And I told her everything to do: get it out, burn it, put the broom upside down, sage the area day and night, make holy oil. I showed her how to do that, and I told her where to mark it and what to say and what to do. I said, but to be honest with you, you're not going to be able to get rid of it. You're going to have somebody professionally come in and get rid of it. Now, if you're experiencing anything like this, and you can't come across someone like me or somebody on YouTube that will indeed do this and can do this, you can go to your local college. They have people there, students there, and professors there that study in this and only this, and they will come out and investigate your home to make sure that it is a demonic presence and it is a haunting first before they go ahead and try to rid of it. Okay, I don't know if they will charge you, if they will do it solely for free because they are in college and they are practicing to be professionals, but I'm just saying, don't play lightly with it, and don't give it a second opportunity to do any harm to your loved ones or even yourself. Okay, and get on that and jump on that real quick. And with that being said, I'm getting ready to run late for my reading, so I got to go. Love and light. Peace out. And until the next video. And if you got some stories to tell me, tell me. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear that you've been through it and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And how did you get rid of it? How did you move? Did you ignore it? Were you ever possessed? Tell me some things. I want to know. I'm human too. I experience things just like everybody else. I get spooked too. I am human. So let me know. All right. I think I got my winner for April, but I won't announce it to the end of April. I think I'm going to do 2 winners this month because it is my birthday, and I'm feeling pretty gifty giveaway, if that makes sense. I don't know. All right, I really do got to go. Love and light. I love you people. Stay safe.